Hey guys, Clumsy here and welcome back to ETS2. We have a completely different truck and trailer today. The Roman is back. I think we've tried this before, right? But it's not officially compatible with 1.32 yet, but it's not bad. I mean, only the trailer cables are working, a few errors in the game log, but not really anything game breaking. Yeah, but it still works beautifully. Anyway, why I decided to get into this truck today, and I'll tell you all about it, is because if you look at the map, we are in a very different scenario. No ProMods. What? No ProMods? ProMods or quit. No ProMods. Because we are testing out the new map today, the ROMANIA Map by Murphy. Murphy is a part of the ProMods team, but he has his own project of the Romania cities. I'm not sure why they haven't integrated it yet with ProMods, but he reached out via email and I wanted to check out the map because it's been a while. I mean, I've wanted to check it out for the longest time and I haven't been able to, so let's do that now. And you guys will have to help me with the pronunciation because I absolutely would suck at it for sure. Like even like this area, Hungary, Romania, the pronunciation is a bit difficult. And I remember you guys were teaching me before, but of course me having the goldfish memory doesn't really help, does it? So yeah, unfortunately I have forgotten and you guys will have to remind me. Whoa, yeah, I almost forgot about this. This truck by default is very powerful, even though it only has like, I don't know, 256 horsepower or something. Very small engine. But I think the settings by default of this truck in game makes it have like 2 times the torque that it normally should have. There's a fix for it, but I decided, yeah, let's or is it 156 horsepower or something like that? But I decided to just live with this for now, so we don't have any difficulty with with hauling anything. And why does it feel so empty? I'm guessing I have the traffic turned off. Maybe I forgot to turn it on. Yes, we will enable it in a bit. Patience, Padawan. And I do have the new foggy weather, the new beta, so you can see the beautiful sky. And this is also part of why I chose Romania Map and this truck, so I'll share you all about it later. And I also have Project Next Gen 1.4, even more beautiful textures than 1.3 if you can imagine that. So when we stop here, let us okay, it won't make a stop. Fine. So this will be a very short journey, but I think once we get to Romania, overturned there. Once we get to Romania, we will take another job because I think this job is only like 100 kilometers. And of course, I want more. Hope you guys want more as well. It's been pretty smooth so far, and that is one of the main goals of this. Almost forgot this difficult parking, the difficult entrance. Oh, just snagged it a little. Whoop. Let's get that. Reservoir tanks, 11 tons. Yeah, we have a Krone. What do you call this trailer? The flatbed. That guy. So let me turn on traffic. Indeed, it is turned off. Alright, so also one thing that was pointed out to me, thanks a lot Jay and Alex for pointing out to me that with the new foggy weather, time zones are now supported actually. So if you look at the time, there's CEST there now, 11:13 CEST. Is that Central Europe Standard Time? So that's CET, I guess. And it's supported, foggy weather supports it now. So we will check how that looks. Because apparently you should be able to now, especially with long trips, like chase the sun or you'll definitely like feel the changes, feel the timing changes while you're driving. Oh crap. Oh, that was close, super close. Good. I love that shifting sound. Let me just concentrate here a bit, guys, okay? Because I'm a bit rusty. I've been doing a lot of space trucking and space fighting. Not a lot of actual real life, or not real life, but Earth trucking. So I'm a bit rusty, but we will get there, okay? We will get there. Can't even see the white line. But I guess it's somewhere here. Can I zoom in? There it is. Much better when you zoom in. Come on, steer! Steer! Doesn't have steerable axles, so it's a bit resistant to turning. Although I do have 2 axles only. I have the third one lifted, well, the first one lifted, so it should not be that difficult. But yeah, here we are. And yeah, it's a very colorful truck. I don't know if this is realistic setup, but I kind of like it. Add a bit more flair into it. Isn't that how it was in the... I mean, which era was this truck in? Wasn't that the thing before? Colorful trucks and whatnot. And there we go. Now we have a load. Now we have a proper load. That actually looks beautiful, doesn't it? Awesome. Right. So where are we going? We are going east from Szeged. Oh man, I'm butchering these names, I know. We'll be crossing Arad and stopping in Timisoara, and then maybe we'll go south here. But I want to, in particular, check out if there is anything happening in the border in any of these areas. So I want to enter Romania in its freshness. That's the entire place as well, and you can see I might have a few zooming problems. That might be because it's maybe a bit conflicting with the Google Maps GPS that I have. Because if I use the ProMods version of the Google Maps, then the map zoom is incorrect. You know that thing where the lines, the roads are not in sync with the map behind? So that doesn't work. And if I have just the Google Maps GPS without ProMods, there's a bit of zooming problem. So it's not compatible fully either way, but I think this is much better. At least the roads and the map itself is aligned. I turned on traffic already, right? Yeah, we should see cars already. Good. Also, let me know if the engine sound is a bit tame. I remember... Let me go first, please. Thank you. I remember this truck in particular was a bit soft, on the softer side. I remember, I think, was it Rob who created a mod for it? Changed the engine sounds to be a bit more old truck sounding. Although I think this one is accurate, but just maybe expecting a bit more oomph with this kind of truck. Or at least a bit more rawness. It doesn't have oomph. It's a very simple truck. Anyway, so yes, let me share why. What was my thought process in enabling this. First, it's new, and I wanted to check it out finally. So that's perfect. Perfect timing. And Murphy's email was perfect timing. And 2, you might remember that we've been having a few problems with the new foggy weather beta. It's not a problem with foggy weather itself, but there is a technical limitation, SCS bug, so to speak, when you use too much of the resources. You know that skybox problem? Does that sound familiar for you? Skybox problem with where the shadows flicker, super laggy. If you watch the previous silent trucking episode, if you watch the previous silent trucking episode with the Volvo F88, you'll encounter a lot of those lag spikes there. So it's not you, it's me. It's SCS. So there is a bug with the skybox when there are too many models to be loaded, and with the foggy weather 8K textures, that bug is even more apparent. So whenever you have a lot of models like southern region, the cities full of models, full of details, plus foggy weather, it gets a bit laggy. And so I was looking for a simpler city, a simpler map, you know, an area which is not too busy. Wow, someone's in a hurry. Someone who's somewhere which is not too complicated looking. And I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the original intent, I'm not sure if it's still the case, but the original intent of this map, of this Romania map, is so people with not as beefy computers will still be able to play it. But you guys correct me if I got it wrong, okay? But I think I got it right. I think I got it right. So with that in mind, that means the map itself should not be overly complicated. We should get pretty good frame rates here. And the truck is Romanian, right? Roman, the name itself. So it's a Romanian brand, I believe. And as always, correct me if I get it wrong. And what's more, this truck is one of the simplest modeled trucks out there in terms of performance. If you have a not very good computer, this truck will help you, because this truck is very performance friendly. So this will give you the most frame rates. So the combination of Romanian map and the Romanian truck should give us a pretty nice boost. Oh, why? That is not the Romanian flag. That is the maybe Hungarian flag. That is the Romanian flag. Okay, let's just go and take a look at this one. Sorry, as you guys know, cannot live without these photo taking moments. Like so, perfect. And we will have some more later on for sure. So yes, trying to keep the model simple, trying to keep the loading within the limits, whatever those limits are. But that should hopefully minimize or even completely get rid of the skybox issues, the flickering shadows and the huge lag spikes. Yeah, so hopefully that works, but we will see. And it's nice. Actually, the speed limit is 90 here. So far, I am really enjoying this trip thanks to foggy weather and Next Gen 1.4. Next Gen 1.4, I think, I'm not sure what the exact changes are, but from the screenshots I've seen, I think the major change that he did was that the road markings are not so white anymore. They're not too pure. I'm not sure if it's this one as well, but from what I've seen in the photos, they are not perfect. So they are like the road markings, the paintings, the white paintings, they're a bit worn out. Like how it is in real life, right? Like it's not perfectly white. There's a bit of like wear and tear. And I think it simulates that properly now. I do love the textures though. Although if you're watching, because you'll be watching this in YouTube, a few of the details will be washed out. That's just how YouTube works. You cannot preserve the full quality of the video. So some of the detail will be lost, but still, it will still be beautiful. Yes. So yeah. Timisoara to the right. Let's slow down a bit, because I am not sure how these interchanges work. This look pretty simple. Yeah, this is the old prefab for the interchange. I remember, and because they have those jagged curves, that's like from the older SES mapping techniques, when they haven't discovered the beauty of the bends yet, like that one, like a proper bend without the edges. Man, but the sky looks beautiful, doesn't it? This is a very nice map because you get to appreciate the scenery and the expanse of the sky without becoming bogged down by the objects. And I do love those objects on the side. Makes it really homey. Like it's not overly populated, like not too many objects, but it gives you that countryside feel, so to speak. Random events are supported as well. It's beautiful so far. I am enjoying this, and we have much more to explore. So hang tight, and to our Romanian friends. Sorry, I don't know what the Romanian word for hello is, so, or welcome is, but welcome. And comment in the video so we know that we have a tour guide, and we know that someone can help us out and correct our pronunciation mistakes in our errors. And if you know like trivia, tidbits of where we're going, what Timisoara is famous for, just let me know in the comments, right? Yeah, these are very familiar interchanges. Actually, I can't remember what the requirements are in terms of DLC. I think it uses some DLC prefabs. I can't remember which ones exactly though, so I'm not really being helpful here, I know, but you can check it out. It's in the mods list as always. That's updated, the link there. Go to it, go to the SCS forum thread, and all the requirements are specified there by Murphy. Or is it Murphy? Either way, I'm going to call you Murphy for now. It's like Eddie Murphy. Man, loving these textures. Beautiful. Like how the grass, the wheat, the trees blend in. Just so scenic. And I did keep the ProMods trailer and company pack in. I hope that doesn't cause any problem. I think they're standalone in the sense that they don't really need the ProMods map itself to survive. Although it doesn't, kind of is weird. Why would you use the trailer and company pack if you don't have the ProMods map enabled itself? But there are some cases like this one. Yeah, if you just want the real companies. So it kind of makes sense, just not too common a use case. Please do not drive into me. Thank you. Man, this is beautiful. Loving how this city looks. Those power lines at the top. So I'm expecting there are, I know what it's called now, trolley buses. Because there are no tracks at the bottom, so there are no trams. But if there are lines at the top, that means there are trolley buses. So I hope we get to encounter some. Although I'm not sure how that gets modeled in. Although I remember in RusMap there were a few trolley buses. And not RusMap, Southern region. There you go. Wow. I remember that. Although I don't remember the name. Boxliner, isn't it? Oh, that is beautiful. That building is beautiful. Even with the Romanian flag. Let's drop by and take a picture. So far, I hope the experience has been pretty smooth for you. I was getting tired of the constant lag, and so I wanted a bit of a change. And that's what motivated me to get this. I think I have to turn here. That's what motivated me to activate and check out this map. That is beautiful. I wonder who made that, or if it's something from SCS. You guys let me know, okay? And if Murphy, if ever watches this video, let me know as well, Murphy. And let me know if it's Murphy or Murphy. Or Murphy. You'll take a photo. 1 sec. Bend. Steer the tires a bit for dramatic posing. I think that works. I think that kind of works. Right? Just a bit of flair in there. Whoa! No! Let's do that one more time. So, we zoom out. We get a view of the sky, the map, the textures on the road, and the truck. Win, win, and win. Beautiful. I think that's our screenshot, our thumbnail right there. Don't you think so? I think we have a winner. Good. Now I'm happy. Alright, so let's deliver this and then I'll take one more job. I'm hoping there is something that goes deeper into Romania. Because it's only been 21 minutes and it might be a bit of a party pooper for some of you guys who are expecting like 40 minutes or an hour episode. So we'll do one more job, do one more short job, and maybe we'll do some Q&A. Yeah. So what news have you been hearing? And I didn't notice that guy in the middle of the roundabout. Who is that, or what is that? Looks like a child being carried on the shoulder of the bigger guy. I wonder if that has like a historical significance or if that's an Easter egg from the author, from Murphy. I know he has a couple of folks who helped him. I saw it in the credits. Like I think Todor Alin is one of them. One of our modders. I can't remember who else. Agrovista. Thank you. Scotsman, don't look. Saniveco. Crap Veco in his terms. Not my words. His. Yeah. I have no qualms with Aniveco. So yeah, this truck, very powerful. You don't really feel that it's lacking. Oh, beautiful Ekeri trailer by Cast. You don't really feel like it's lacking in power. It's because of that 2 times the torque. But you guys let me know if you want the original torque and I can maybe do some adjustments in the definition files. Although it might be a bit disastrous, especially if we encounter some uphill slopes in here. So I'm crossing my fingers that we don't. Actually forgot to lower my axle there, but I guess it's fine because this load is only 11 tons anyway. We probably don't need 3 axles in there. Oh, that's a bit bad. That is bad. I hope I don't hit this other trailer. No, that's far away. Yeah, something is off with this trailer. I don't know, I can't quite figure it out, but it feels like it's longer than it is. Or maybe I got used to the steerable axle at the back from the Ekeri trailer. Okay, I think that's the one. Let's correct that. Thank you. And job done. Easy peasy. 87 kilometers, not even 100. That's how short the job was. No worries, we're not yet done. We are only getting started. And just like that, there is no job here. Okay, maybe in another company. Maybe in an... Okay, we do have a lot in other companies. But everything is going back to Czechia? No. Budapest? No. No, there is nothing. There is absolutely nothing. Yeah, so it doesn't really help. So what we'll do, we'll just drive here. Which is how it is in real life. Sometimes you don't get a job everywhere. Sometimes you have to go somewhere to somewhere else without a load just to get something. And that's the life of a trucker. We don't always have roses and all that good stuff. Sometimes can be pretty challenging. Oh no, I'm seeing flickering things. Yeah, there it is, the skybox bug. There we go. There's also a new error in there, missing scheme definition. Not sure if that's with the Romania map or maybe a conflict I have with somewhere, but it doesn't seem to crash my game, so let's leave it be. Alright, so this is going to be pretty quick as well, 96 kilometers, and then we'll probably leave it there. So not the longest episode, but we can do a few more questions. We have a few questions lined up, just a few. First one is from Jack Spanner. Have you ever had anything happen on a stream, like a spider attack? And this was mainly brought about by his spider incident. So Jack Spanner, if you guys don't know, he streams as well, a couple of days every week. Go check him out. Although I don't know the URL. Wow, people here are such in a hurry. So he streams a couple of days a week. You can search for him in Twitch, Jack Spanner, Jack space Spanner. Can someone let me pass, please? Ooh, one of those new AI trucks. Thank you. And one day when he was streaming, a spider, I don't know if it was actually on him, if it fell on him, or it was just nearby. And I think he gave out a not so manly squeal, or let's say roar. Yeah, a not so manly roar when that spider shocked him. There we go. Very smooth. So if you guys are looking for a map that doesn't have too many objects like ProMods does, ProMods is super beautiful, but it does tend to get framey in some areas because of the details. If you just like to drive and you're looking for the smoothest frame rate and you want something new on top of that, on the top of the SCS maps areas, Romania Map might be your thing, and you will not be lacking in detail, but you will be overflowing with frames. That's how I would describe it. You can quote me on that. But yes, anyway, so back to the question. Spider attack. I actually had a similar thing before, but not as intense. It was a spider, just a very small one. Probably pretty harmless, I hope. And the guy appeared out of nowhere while I was streaming, and I could see him at the corner of my eye, and bit by bit it was closing in. Like, it was even like, I have in my microphone, I have like a boom arm, like this metal arm that that is the stand for the microphone. It's connected to my table, and the spider kind of hopped onto that boom arm and was crawling to the microphone, and a few inches from the microphone is my mouth, so he was getting really close. And I had to do some evasive maneuvers. But I think, I don't know what happened to him and what happened to me, but it didn't end up in a disaster. It was just a pretty nerve-wracking or pretty disturbing, and especially because I was streaming, so I couldn't really like just stop everything and manage things. You know, I had to like keep the show going, so to speak. It looks like it's going to rain. It's starting to get dark. I like these buildings. Whenever these buildings come up, you know, not just simple houses, like a small village, and there's a church there, I guess. Is Romania a Catholic country? Let's see. There is a cross, so I guess it is. I was going to say, well, it's Roman Catholic, but Roman is probably not with reference to Romania. It's probably a reference to, it's in Rome. Close enough, but maybe not. Okay, yes, so that was my similar incident. Thanks for the question, Jack. See you in space. Jack is one of the guys who I often play with when I play Elite Dangerous, space trucking, space anything. I'm so in love with that game. so immersive with so many things to do. Anyway, so we have another question, not from Discord, but he posted this in the comments section of the YouTube. And if you guys have comments, you can, if you have questions, you can ask them in Discord or here. Just comment them, I have a question, and then type it, and then I'll be the one to collect all the questions and answer them later on. Not sure when that will happen, not sure when I can answer them, but it will happen at one point. So, if you could visit one country, what would it be and why? This is Sam Dickinson. I remember there was a similar question before, but through time, the answers will be different, especially if I've been to some place and I'm craving for some place. Could visit one country. Well, if I would want to visit one country for food, if I'm feeling hungry, if I really like to splurge on food, then definitely that will be Thailand. You guys probably know I'm a hardcore Thai food fanatic. Hands down, that is my favorite food, favorite cuisine. Entering the city, beautiful visuals. And this truck as well is giving you that perfect visual feel. Not too much dashboard, not too much interior, just enough to get you that feel of being in a classic truck, but also enough to give you a visual freedom of seeing the scenery outside. Yeah, so you can enjoy the scenery outside. And let me see. Okay, yeah, we're good. So if it's food, it's Thailand. If it's sights, if it's the people, then probably Japan. When I was in Japan, I encountered one of the friendliest, one of the most respectable people that I've seen. Looks like we are getting a skybox issue. Yes, flickering shadows and whatnot. So yeah, we are not completely immune from it, but we will do our best to get on top of things whenever they happen. Although I'll have to pause the game when that happens, so we don't get further lag. Yeah, I hope SCS fixes that. But they probably don't have that much of a motivation to do that, because if you're not using foggy weather, then you're probably not encountering that, or at least you're not feeling it, because the default skyboxes are very small sized. So even though it's happening, you don't really notice it. How do you pronounce that? SNT with a tail. Resita? Probably not. You guys let me know. And we are almost here. So for people, it would be Japan. For the scenery, would probably be Switzerland, because of the mountains and the views. It's perfect during autumn, and maybe spring and summer as well. Maybe summer it's too hot, but maybe not winter. So unfortunately, no trolley buses for us. We didn't see anything. Hope maybe in the next episode we'll be lucky. Combinatul. Don't even want to read that. Not even going to try anymore, because I'll just be embarrassing myself. Let's park there. Just you know what? Let me go here. Maybe we can find a job here. We'll not do it today, but we can do it next episode probably. Okay. Everything going to Hungary. There is one going to Mioveni. Oh, that's nice. So we can trace the southern part of Romania. Ventilation shaft. Actually, that is the only one. Let's take it. Let us take it. So that. And then we'll end things here. And then we'll resume next episode. And if I want to relax and just chill and lie down and maybe beach, it would either be Maldives or one place that I want to go to today Well, not today, but eventually would be Boracay. Boracay is in the Philippines, and I'm originally from the Philippines. I've been to Boracay once or twice, but you might have heard the news that they closed down Boracay. It's a very, very famous tourist destination globally. It's one of the best beaches down there, and because I'm Filipino, I'm totally biased. I'm going to say it's the best beach out there. But it was getting abused. It was getting too commercial, and the people were slowly polluting the beach. So the government decided to close it down. Lost a lot of businesses lost a lot of money because the place got closed down suddenly. Flight reservations got cancelled, booking reservations, weddings, and everything. So it was seemingly bad, but it was all for the greater good. And eventually, now it's open again. And now there are like rules to preserve the beauty of the place, and I would want to visit there again because that's perfect for me. The white sand beach, it was the first and only time I've encountered a really white sand beach that when you step on the sand, it's like powdered milk. That's how fine it was. So I want to go back there. Anyway, so yes, those are the places. Maybe Australia then. And I know the question was only visit one country, but why just one? Anyway, thank you for the question, Sam. Anyway, let's end the episode there. Hope you like this truck. Hope you like this map. Hope you like this trailer and everything, and hope you like the graphics and the smoothness. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comment section. Please don't forget, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, share, comment, all that stuff. Check out my Patreon. Become a patron. And I'll see you guys next time. Clumsy trucking, everybody. Maybe see you in here or see you in space. We'll see. Bye-bye.